going on, everybody? My name is Zero, and welcome to another movie review. Oh my goodness, there is so much to talk about. There is so much to talk about for this movie in particular. If you all follow me on TikTok, then you know what movie I just went to go watch today. Right now, opening night, 7 o'clock. Sadly, I didn't get the first showing, but hey, still opening night. That is right, everybody. We are talking about Spider-Man No Way Home. Finally, we have been waiting for such a long time to just get trailers for this movie. And then when the trailer did come out, they wouldn't stop with the TV spots. But hey, you know what? I avoided watching those just to avoid any spoilers. But even if you do watch them, there are so many surprises in this movie. You think that it's going to go one direction, but it doesn't. It just goes the complete opposite, and it catches you by surprise. And if you were one of the few that were spoiled by some people out there, there's a difference between, being spoiled and knowing what's going to happen and actually watching it and experiencing it for yourself. And that is right. I said this about Zack Snyder's Justice League movie. I'm going to say it here for Spider-Man No Way Home. This is a movie to be experienced. Now, of course, before we continue going any further into this, this is going to be a spoiler-free review. I will be doing a full spoiler review later on after I watch the movie a second time because my amazing, amazing girlfriend decided to purchase tickets for the two of us for the Alamo Draft out here in Laredo, Texas. And oh my goodness, I'm just so excited to watch this movie again. But let me go ahead and get started with my spoiler-free review and talk about Spider-Man No Way Home. So, first and foremost, in the trailers, we do see the roster of the villains. We have Dr. Octopus returning his role, Alfred Molina reprising his role from the Sam Raimi movies. We have Jamie Foxx's Electro from Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man movies, and none other than William Dafoe reprising his role as the Green Goblin himself, also from the Raimi trilogies. These characters have already been revealed in the trailer, so it's no surprise, there's no spoilers here. We do have the Sandman and the Lizard in here as well, but these three are the main three that I want to talk about right now. I'm just so happy that in this movie we got to see all of these characters interact with each other. Interaction with Tom Holland's Spider-Man to these characters was fantastic, and I think they did a great job at building these characters and starting to get those connections with each other. One of the biggest gripes I've had with Tom Holland's Spider-Man is that I felt like his Spider-Man never faced any real danger. There was never any real consequence to things that were happening to him in his Spider-Man movies. But in this one, my goodness, there are life and death situations. There's loss, there's joy, there's excitement, there's sadness. Marvel was listening to all of the fans out there, and they decided, you know what, this is going to be the time where Spider-Man, where Tom Holland Spider-Man, where the MCU Spider-Man is going to shine, and we are going to give you exactly what you want. We are going to give you Spider-Man. Going along with actually giving us Spider-Man is that in the previous movies, I would say that he never threw a punch at his villains. He never really fought hand-to-hand with the bad guys in his films. But in this one, my goodness, the fights are incredible. There is a move taken, or a couple of moves, I think, but one in particular, there are moves taken out from the Spider-Man PS4, PS5 video game. Now, I know I've had these characters up here for a while already, so let me go ahead and talk about them. I'm not going to give anything away. Again, this is a spoiler-free review, but these characters do come from their own universes, and they were brought into this world with the spell that got botched by Peter Parker, talking the multiverse to its breaking point with the help of Doctor Strange. These villains got pulled into the Marvel Cinematic Universe and are now here to face off against Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I like that Jamie Foxx was able to have a second chance at reprising the role of Electro, because in his movies, the writing was a bit off, but here he really got to shine, and we actually got that Electro character. Alfred Molina coming back as Dr. Octopus, as Dr. Otto Octavius, is just fantastic because he was such a great character in the Raimi films, and bringing him along over to this universe, I love that they didn't ruin what they created in those films. This character and Jamie Foxx's Electro were a standout in this film from the rest of the villains, and there's a reason why I haven't talked about the last one that's up here, and you see his green little face right here, the Green Goblin, William Dafoe, bringing it back, his maniacal goblin laugh, and oh my goodness, Goblin has like a personal vendetta against Peter Parker. This is personal with Peter. This is personal with Spider-Man. I've heard other movie reviews before, and I've heard what their thoughts are on the Green Goblin, and one of the things I've heard the most is that he outdoes himself from the performance he gave in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 1, and I have to agree. he outdid himself. He really took this Goblin character and took it a step up. And for Peter Parker going from fighting an old man in a tech vulture suit and a crazy visual effects artist to actually fighting a juiced up supervillain that can take him on toe to toe, I just feel like this is what we needed for this Spider-Man. This is what we needed to push him, to give him that push to be his own, you know? And Tom Holland, with your 3 films that you have, with the 3 films that have given us in the home trilogy, this is by far the best portrayal that he has done of Peter Parker and as Spider-Man. There were many moments in this film where I wanted to cry, out of sadness, out of joy, and I'm glad that I got to share this experience with my family and with fellow Spider-Man fans in the theater. The theater was fantastic. I loved everybody's reaction to certain scenes, and man, when you all watch this, you will know what scenes exactly that I'm talking about. But man, from the home trilogy, from these Spider-Man home trilogies, this is definitely my favorite one. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you all have not had the opportunity to go watch this movie, I urge you to go watch this film in theaters, because not only because this is a Spider-Man movie that you shouldn't wait to watch on Disney Plus, but this is a movie that you shouldn't wait to watch on any streaming service other than in the theaters, along with a bunch of other fans. That's going to go ahead and do it for my movie review on Spider-Man No Way Home. Again, I'm so glad that I was able to catch this film on opening night, and I can't wait to watch it for a second time and enjoy every single bit of it all over again. If you all enjoyed this review, please make sure to leave a like down below. Comment on what you thought of my movie review. If you have had the chance to go watch Spider-Man, I want to know what your thoughts are on the movie. I want to know what your favorite parts are. Avoid spoilers, please. Leave that for my spoiler review. But anyways, hit the like button, comment down below what your thoughts are, and don't forget to subscribe and join the Zero Nation. I'll catch you all in the next video. Later.